Welcome to Platt Lane for today's WBBL game between Man Met Mystics and Sevenoaks Suns. On your commentary team today is myself, Ed Tucker, and my partner, Benji Galab. Mystics will be aiming for their first win of the season, while Sevenoaks need to win their hope to retain WBBL champion status. What are your pre-match thoughts, Benji?
I'm actually looking forward to this game. Man Met Mystics have 0 wins in the league up to now, and we're really looking forward to see if they can get their first win in the league, make it an even 1-9 instead of 0-10. But hopefully it'll come through for them.
Yeah, it should be an interesting day. Mystics, of course, looking for their first win, probably led by Sam Keltos, who has been their star player so far. Currently over from Canada. I think she's doing a Masters at Manchester Met, playing for their team and for this Mystics team as well. And we are just a few minutes, if not seconds, away from the tip-off. Yeah, so we've got the starting lineup here for Man Met Mystics. We've got Shalene Sanchez-Senecki, number 0. Sam Keltos, 4. Josephine Vorliotis, Isabel Robinson and Leah McDermott. I'm not sure if that starting lineup is quite correct, but that is our Man Met Mystics lineup. And in a second we'll be bringing you the Suns starting team as well. Oh, there we go. So I think we've had a few technical difficulties there with the starting lineup. Didn't quite come up right from the graphic. But yeah, it is Sanchez-Senecki, Sam Keltos, Leah McDermott, Josephine Vorliotis and Isabel Robinson. And Benji, do you want to just give me the Sun starting team? Got it down here.
Yeah, so the Sun starting team is Julia Koppel, Renee Bush, Ariane Bradshaw, Janice Moncana and Judith Fritz.
And it has started. Mystics going for an early 2. There we go.
We started the game very quick there with the 2 straight off the bat. There's Koppel there for the Suns trying to just create a quick comeback, but she doesn't sink the basket.
Well, there's Sam Keltos getting our first 2 of the game. And Suns return there. So our scoreboard is just the other way around at the moment. There we go. Suns worked it out. Mystics be very happy with this start. Of course, struggle they've had in the season so far. Bounce off the backboard and gives Mystics a chance to come up the other end of the court.
There's Fritz going for a second. Back to Bush. Just doesn't hit it, unfortunately.
Just travelling with the ball there, getting up into the Suns half of the court. Nice attempted pass in as well to Isabel Robinson, which she can't quite get under control.
Bradshaw in possession now for the Suns, trying to make something happen. Puts out wide to the knocker.
Really struggling there, but ball taken back by Mystics. There's Sam Keltos, star player, and she gets another 2.
Bradshaw driving through the middle. She gets the 2 and she draws a foul, so she'll get 1 free throw.
Is the best free thrower for the Suns. She's got the highest free throw percentage in the league, 88.9%. Bradshaw will go for this one.
She sinks it.
As well for McDermott.
So it's Monacana driving through the middle. She gets the layup for the 2.
Robinson there.
Bosch in the centre. She takes it in and she gets the 2 down as well.
Keltos just trying to toy with him there. Can she make it all the way through? No. No put out there by the Suns.
You can tell the height of Sam Keltos is really playing advantage here. So she's using it to try and overpower some of the Suns players.
Yeah, she's a star player for the Mystics. I'm sure the Suns have been trying to keep an eye on her, working out a game plan to try and cancel her effect in the game out as much as possible.
I mean, when she's playing basketball for the MMU school team, she actually is the most important player and she's the most valuable player, and that still carries over to the Mystics team.
Yeah, I think if you look at the stats on the Mystic website, Sam Keltos crops up in top 10 in the league for loads of different things. 2 points made, average points per game, average most total rebounds, defensive rebounds and offensive rebounds, and field goals in the league. So yeah, she is pretty crucial for how the Mystics play. But, I mean, maybe that's why they've struggled a little bit this season, if they're relying on one person too much. A little bit of a pause in play here. Something's being discussed. Goes for the 3.
Bradshaw in possession now for the Suns. Out to Malakani.
Doesn't
hit the 3, unfortunately.
There's that long pass into number 15. Didn't quite come off for them. 25, in fact, it may have been Liam McDermott.
Bradshaw restarting the attack again for the Suns. Out wide to Fritz. Puts it in the middle to Monacana. Back out to Bradshaw for the 3. Doesn't sink it.
Then Platt comes in nice follow up.
Monacana does get the rebound and converts it.
Keltos there and Isabel Robinson with a little bit of clash. Both wanted that ball.
Suns can restart here with Bradshaw once again leading the attack. Suns do get free throws here. They'll decide what to do with them. Washington missed the first one, but she'll go for a second one here. She doesn't hit that one either, unfortunately. She went 0 for the free throws. See how the Suns can respond to that. Oh, she sinks that nicely there. The Suns. If they can make a quick counter from this. Drives in.
Again.
Okay, there's a turnover now for the Suns. Mystics are back in possession.
Both teams have gone to their subs early doors. Six Princess Diogo and come on for the Mystics.
Number 9 Hodges has come on now for the Mystics, for the Suns. So
keep hold of the ball and they've managed to. Goes for the 3. Right.
Suns can maybe create a counter attack here and try and get free of their own. She's gone for it. Just hits the rim, unfortunately.
Really good game so far, very end to end. One team just dominating the place too much.
With Bradshaw, can she make something? No, she can't, unfortunately. It's a turnover back to Mystics for the ball. And they can restart, they can calm things down. Mystics again starting. Slow possession, slow attack.
Push through, she wins the free throw.
The Mystics bench there being very proactive and cheering on their team and giving them motivation whilst they're trying to get these points in before the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, 2 points here would be really good for the Mystics. Swing that scoreline the other way around.
Yeah, hopefully she can land both in the net there as well.
Lovely on the first.
two.
Second as well for that swing, 14-13 to the Mystics.
See how the Suns respond to this, see if they can get some points back. Bush in the middle.
Got into a really nice position there for a shot, but didn't quite come off of them. Didn't quite get the rebound there though. Mystics travelling back up with the ball now.
Nice screen there from the Mystics. And she does land it. She does land it too. There's Bradshaw. Out wide to Washington. Unfortunately, unfortunately, Koppel just couldn't convert that into a point, but she does get some free throws from this. See if they can convert this into some points now. Hodges won 2 free throws there, and this will be crucial to get them back in the lead. Sorry, back into contention, because they are currently 3 points behind. Substitution there for the Suns. Bush has taken to the bench after getting 4 points for the team.
Hodges just hitting the rim there, unfortunately.
Here's Hodges, see if she can get the second one. Reduce the deficit to just 2 points. And she can.
Losing out on the ball and the Suns trying to punish Mystics for it.
Bradshaw on the edge of the area. There's a screen there from Koppel. Out to Fritz. That was called their turnover to the Mystics.
Passing it out to Viliotis, back to McDermott. Get another 2 shooting on 6 points so far.
Bradshaw creating the attack again. Out wide to Hodges, just doesn't reach it. The steal from Mystics just takes it out of play. Bradshaw again in possession. She seems like the leader of this team and really taking control of all the attacks. Hodges in the middle. Doesn't get it, but she does get 2 free throws. Let's see if she can convert both of them this time instead of just one like last.
Yeah, the Mystics want to watch out how many free throws they're giving away. This may be the 4th or 5th already of this first quarter. It will cost you over the whole game if you keep giving them up.
Doesn't convert the first one, unfortunately, just like last time, but she can do it the second. And she does. She's successful on the second, just like before, but only 1 point from those 2 free throws. Only 56 seconds left now in this quarter.
Kelter's found McDermott there nicely. Just couldn't quite get the layup in, just off the rim.
Washington got it out to Hodges, Suns can counter attack here. Into the middle to Bradshaw.
Yeah, Sanchez Sedeki there just jumped off to stop the play for a second at least, slow down the Suns.
There's Hodges in the middle.
Hodges may have been a little bit unlucky not to score these layups yet, but if she keeps going for it, she'll get one soon enough. Mitchell's just coming off as well. Number 8 for the Suns.
Yeah, Brittany Hodges for the Suns she's a very strong centre. She can stand in the middle and she can receive the ball, and she's doing what she's been trying, which is trying the layups and trying to get some points whilst being the target woman, but it's not been working, unfortunately, so far.
And there's a change for the Mystics as well. Robinson coming back on.
There's only 5 seconds left on the shot clock. She needs to take a shot.
Off the rim. Can the Mystics make them pay though now with the counter? Keltos was free for a second, it looked like. Damn, it's done well though. Oof, and lands the 3.
Nothing but
Charlie Sanchez-Senecki smashes it with the 3.
It's only 3 seconds left now in the last quarter. You'd have to say you just have to take on a shot here. See if she can convert both of these free throws and then try and get another.
Yeah, it's going to be tight. They could do with the points here at the end of this first quarter. Very well, very nice in the first one, very well taken.
And she converts the second. That's 2 points back from the 3 that the Mystics just scored. With a buzzer beat on, doesn't make it, unfortunately. That's the end of the first quarter. It's 19-17 to the Mystics. I didn't expect it to go this way, did you, Ed?
No, it's been really tight so far, really competitive. I think both teams would be reasonably happy with what they've seen so far, both sets of coaches. Both playing well. I think the Mystics have maybe got away with a couple of those Suns layups not going in. From Hodges, she's been quite close a few times, but the Mystics have been taking their chance as well. Very even so far, and we'll just have to see how the rest of this game pans out because it's too hard to call right now. So a lot of basketball to be played.
Yeah, and we'll rejoin you in the second quarter.
Quarter now. Mystics will be hoping for more of the same. Suns will be hoping to get themselves ahead in this quarter if possible. A misplaced pass area doors there from Abby Ogun as well.
Bradshaw makes the most of it. Or can she? She's out to Bush. Gone for a 2. She sinks it, nothing but net.
Very nice there from Renee Bush. Sam Keltos, she can find a bit of space. one of her teammates, McDermott.
Takes a fall there. Ref's having none of it.
A little bit off balance, I think, as she went to her
On a cannon through the middle.
Charging there. I don't think the ref's happy about that.
Yeah, it's given us a charge, and the Mystics will get possession.
There's that number 7 for Mystics there as well. Robinson did well just to plant her feet and just get that foul.
Mystics on the attack now. She's gone for the free, and she sinks it.
Shalene Sanchez-Senecki has absolutely smashed another 3. That is her 2nd of the game.
That's so crucial to Mystics right now. Coming out of the second quarter is straight away with a 3.
Yes, can be so important if you can get a few of those 3s and just make that gap a little bit bigger as well. Take a little bit of the tension out of the air. The Mystics chasing their first win as well. How crucial would a few of those 3s be as well?
Yeah, the Suns don't seem to be taking on a lot of 3s. They send Hodges in through the middle. She gets a layup.
She probably deserved that after the first quarter. I think she had 2 or 3 come quite close and she sunk that one.
Yeah, she's definitely a power centre.
Just holding the ball in. Dermot goes for the 2.
See if Bradshaw can create a good attack now. Drives through the middle. Doesn't get it, but she does get a foul.
Sam Coates doesn't seem too happy about the decision, but the rest word is final.
For the free. She sinks it.
Renee Bush again. I think it was.
Yeah.
What's she got, 10 for the game so far already?
She's on 11 points. Very impressive from the Suns to bounce back like that.
Yeah, if you can do a 3, so can we.
Yeah, that's literally the mindset that she's had right there.
Sanchez-Senecki there going down, but managing to pass the ball off still.
Ball toss for the free.
For Rim. She's just had to shoot there for the timer. Just stops that.
It's a great jump there, great lead.
Stops that quick Suns attack. Gives the Mystics a chance to reset. Make some changes.
It's a Mystics timeout. So it gives each team time to huddle and recuperate and see what they can do, because the Mystics looked like they were in control, and then all it took was Bush to take over, take a free, and now the game's in the Suns' hands.
Yeah, Marge Jones there, the head coach for the Mystics, trying to get a message across.
Yeah, I think Lem Bush right now there, he must be telling the girls something right now, that just carry on what you're doing. What you're doing, maybe amp it up a little bit, but right now it seems to be working quite well.
Just calling both teams back to play.
We'll see if any of the teams come out any different after these coaches' little inspirational talks. Hopefully they've managed to change something around and one team can take control, because it's been really back and forth this game. This matchup's been quite even, despite the standings in the league right now. Mystics are still searching for the first win of the season.
Yeah, the Suns have been doing a lot better than them in the league so far this season, as they get back to 2, but Mystics have won, I think, 3 out of their last 5 meetings between the 2 teams.
Yeah, and that does date back 2 to 3 years now, so hopefully they can carry on the tradition of 3 or 5 and make it 4 or 6.
Yeah, see how this game goes.
It could be an even 3 and 6 for both teams in the last 6 meetings for them.
Mystics need to get some points here quick before the Suns take it away from them too much. Bradshaw goes for a long 2, just bounces off the rim, just gets the rebound though. Bush there, getting it.
Monacana, she sinks the 3.
Yeah, we're probably seeing how the Suns have played so far throughout this league. They're doing really well. Mystics going off the board a little bit, trying to get something from that. A free throw. Kirsty Russell there.
See if the Mystics can convert from this. So good position is out for the 3. Doesn't hit, unfortunately. And the Suns get a turnover, they can create something with this. Gone for the 3 as well.
Not quite.
Unfortunately there, she's normally quite good at hitting her 3s. It's a nice play there from the Mystics. They managed to draw a foul and get a 2. And the Suns don't seem too happy with their teammates about that.
Yeah, Sam Kelsos getting another 2 there. Hoping to get up to 7 points with this free throw if she can.
Sam Kells has been so important to this team up to now, and you can definitely tell that she's the main focus of this team. She's always trying to get in possession or be around the ball.
Yeah, I think her and Leah McDermott have been linking up quite nicely. And Sherlyn Sanchez-Senecki, to be fair, has also had 6 points from 2 threes as well, so they are spreading the points about them a little bit. But yeah, she probably is their focal point.
Monacana out on the wide. Out to Hodges. Down to Washington at the bottom. Gone for the 3. Doesn't hit it, unfortunately. The Monacana. Into Washington in the middle. Hodges gets it back.
Suns are really not letting the ball go back to the Mystics here, but commentators curse just as they picked it up. And they lose it back to the Suns again. Mystics in a bit of a dangerous position here. They can't let this game get away from them too much if they want to get this first win.
Bradshaw can create something. Washington out wide. She's gone for the 3. She hits the rim. Back to the Mystics straight away.
I don't know if that team talk may have been start shooting for the 3, because we didn't see many in the first quarter, and we've seen a lot more attempted so far this quarter.
Suns definitely do have the quality and the presence to take the 3s on. As we saw before with Bush, she managed to take it on.
Renee Bush actually has the most 3-pointers in the league at the moment. She's got at the top of that table. She had 28 before the game started today, and I believe she had 1 so far.
Washington there. It's a nice shot. She sunk it into the net.
The Mystics have given the ball away there just when they didn't need to. They get it back here though. Sam Keltos can try and drive forward and make something happen. Maybe she has to go alone. Stop there, just for a layup.
Substitution here for the Mystics and the Suns. The Suns has taken off Monacana and they've brought on Fritz.
That was there just with some words of encouragement.
Sevenoaks is on for the Suns. She's tight marking Isabel Robinson. There's Bradshaw with a quick break.
Sanchez-Seneca just caught out. Bradshaw runs the whole length of the court and just finishing it off herself.
That gets her to 5 points this game in total.
I mean, 5 points may not seem as impressive as what she's really doing for the team here. She is constantly driving the ball up for them.
For the free.
So they're trying to win that ball down low, but not quite getting it.
There's Washington. She's on the free line. She hits the rim. There's Cox to restart possession. Out to Bradshaw on the free line. She just loses a bit of dribbling there. It's an unfortunate way to turn over, but hopefully they can regain possession here.
Down there with the ball for Mystics.
It's Keltos. She's driving through the middle. Gets caught out by Washington. Play there from the Suns.
Very nice.
Cockle gets a 2 from the assist by Washington over the top of Sam Keltos. She's taken on the 3.
It would have been her third so far of the game. Sanchez-Seneca there, but not quite this time. We've got something though. Got a chance.
Taking another timeout here, both of the teams. See, hopefully that the Suns are slowly but surely taken away with this game, and you want to hope that the Mystics coach can say something to her girls and try and encourage them to stay in.
Yes, the Suns have really put their foot down on this quarter, haven't they? They were so tight in that first quarter. I'm sure their coach has said to them, "Look, you just need to play your game a little bit better, and I hope that you can just start making some of these shots that are going a little bit wayward or coming off the rim," and that is what's happened for them here. So they're in a much better position now, going into a few minutes still from half time. It's not over. I'm sure the Mystics have a chance to get back into this, but the Suns will be definitely feeling confident right now.
Yeah, Len Bush is probably saying to the girls right now that just carry on what you're doing, and I am pretty sure that during the first team talk he did say take some more threes, because that's what we've been noticing, that a lot of their players, whether that's Washington, Bush, Bradshaw, Coppell, they keep taking on threes, and a lot of them are going in, but there is also the few that just don't, they just hit the rim.
It's quite a high risk manoeuvre, isn't it? It can be quite a high reward, but sometimes it's not the best way because you can lose the ball.
Yeah, now that Hodges, their big number 9 centres off the court, it's not as practical to use that as a rebound technique.
So just caught for a foul. She doesn't seem very impressed by it.
Yeah, she seems quite shocked that she actually drew the foul there. I don't think she
didn't mean to. No.
Washington out to Bradshaw. Bradshaw once again starting the attack for the team.
Yeah, trying to coordinate the team as well, telling them where to go. Trying to create some space for a good shooting opportunity. Oh, lovely, really powerful pass in there to number 4.
Beautiful pass there to Coppell. Cox out for the free. Just hits the back of the rim. Too deep of a shot, unfortunately. And
Couple there, really trying to get that ball off of Mystics number 10, Josephine Vorliotis. Actually winning the ball there.
Miss Cox with the throw. Out to Bradshaw. She looks like she's taking the free. Back out to Washington. She's inside the free area. She takes a step out.
Like I said, trying to make it difficult for Cotton.
Good defensive play there from Sam Piltox. She managed to block the three, and she managed to stop the ball from getting to Koppel in the middle.
Yeah, Koppel was really dangerous on the offensive rebound. She's 6th most in the league so far. So it's clearly an area she likes to operate in, just around the bucket there.
Yeah, she's taken to the bench now, so hopefully she can get some rest and come back out to the second half.
So a nice 2 for Isabel Robinson. Puts her up to 6 for the game so far.
Here's Bradshaw. Outright to Fritz to Washington. She took a step there, unfortunately. Ref wasn't happy enough.
Just see the Suns manager there trying to get some words of encouragement into his team as they round off this second quarter in the first half.
The Mystics on the attack. See if they can reduce the deficit from 11. They can't, and now the Suns counter. Just an unlucky pass there, trying to get it to Bush out wide, but just didn't reach her. Bradshaw's actually taken a really important step in this game, and she's managed to take up the point guard position. And even though that is a normal position, she's taken up the whole game. The whole 2 quarters she's been part of the team, and she's been leading the team, picking out the right passes, starting attacks. And that's very important for a point guard to be in basketball.
Yeah, she definitely seems like a focal point of this team. Probably had the ball the most out of everyone on the Sevenoaks Suns. Isabel Robinson here though, lining up a free throw, hoping that she can reduce this deficit.
Oh, commentator's curse. As soon as I say that Bradshaw's not taken off,
Comes off, classic.
she gets replaced by Hodges.
Nice.
She does hit the first free throw.
Puts her up to 7 so far.
Now here's a second free throw. Can she hit that? She does.
Very nice. Probably better than the first. It was lovely.
She now reduced the deficit to just 9 points. With 1 minute 11 left on the clock. See if the Sun can widen their advantage. With Washington driving into the middle, she's taking a 2. She sinks it.
Yeah, it was risky there by Shaylin Sanchez-Sinecki. She put everything in to try and get that ball, and into that commitment, she left her wide open. Selma Keltos goes there for the big 3, but doesn't quite come off for her off the rim. There's Sinecki there. Out to Josephine Vorliotis. Back to Sinecki.
Illegal steal there from the Suns. Not too happy with that, the ref, so.
Well, I'm sure the Mystics are quite happy with that. That is the last thing they needed right now.
We'll see if the Mystics can convert these. She hits 1. The deficit is now reduced back to 10. See if she can get it back down to 9 like it was before. And she does. She hits both just net.
It's a really good shooting game. Shaylin Sanchez-Sinecki there, 2 threes, and then two free throws, not going badly for her at all.
Yeah, she seems to be on fire today. Maybe they need to give the ball back to her a bit more.
Well, getting those shooting opportunities, especially out in threes, if she's feeling it today, could be a way back into this game for the Mystics. There's a little bit of a loose pass there.
There's only 22 seconds left on the clock now until the end of the second quarter.
Yeah, Mystics could really do with scoring some points in this time.
Yeah,
three's the dream, but a two they'll take right now for sure.
Yeah, they definitely need to reduce the deficit a little bit more just before the end of the quarter.
Leah McDermott's not giving the ball up, and she gets the two. Puts her up to 8, I believe.
That's the end of the second quarter. 33 the Mystics and 40 to the Suns. I mean, this is what we expected coming into this game, but it's much closer than originally thought.
Yeah, I thought just purely through form that the Suns would be the stronger team. I mean, the Mystics looked really good in the first quarter, and I thought they were taking it to them quite well. They were actually leading at the end of the first quarter, but the Suns have shown their dominance in that second quarter and put themselves in quite a good position for the second half.
Yeah, well, we'll be back with you in the third quarter where we can carry on our commentary.
And we are back for the third quarter here. Mystics starting with the ball. They've got a big challenge on them now. They need to make up this 7-point deficit. I mean, they've definitely got to try and make up the deficit in this quarter if they want to try and hope for a win after the fourth.
Mystics starting off strong with that, but unfortunately just doesn't land. And the Suns now have possession. See if they can make anything with it.
And there's Koppel again.
Nice shot there from Koppel in the centre of the court.
Yeah, she's really dangerous in that area. Makes it her own. Uses her height to her advantage. This is not the start that Mystics needed.
Yeah, no, ideally they wanted to come out to this third quarter with points first, and instead they've conceded 2 first, which is just not ideal.
They've only got a second there, they need to shoot.
Oh,
I mean, so unlucky because that was an absolute blinder.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
was
think
a
it's going to
great
count. I mean, wow. That was easy, the best shot of the game so far, and just so unfortunate it was just a second behind the buzzer.
yeah, normally when it comes to buzzer beaters, you always hope that you beat it by the last second, and they just didn't. They just took a tiny second too long.
There's Bradshaw again. She goes for 3,
Oh,
she
she
sinks
gets
it
it.
as well. And now the Suns are in a really strong position. 12 points clear. They're feeling very good right now. That's exactly what they needed. I'm sure their coach is loving life right now.
Yeah, I mean the Suns are slowly but surely running away with this game, and we knew that was coming before the game even started, honestly, and hopefully Mystics can stay in this a bit longer.
I think the Suns won the championship last season, so you know they're confident in their abilities. And they're, I mean, they're not quite keeping up with the London team so far, are they? I think they're on 9-9.
Yeah.
But the Suns are doing pretty well, and they've looked good today. Ref's just having a chat there with Sam Keltos. She seems a little bit unsure about one of their dealings. She had a little look at the camera there.
Yeah, I hope that I think she must be thinking she wants to get more involved in this game. She's the leader for all the scoring and all the points, all the free throws in the Mystics team, and she's not really been involved as much this game.
Yeah, I think the Suns done a really good job of trying to keep her out of this game so far, and maybe winding her up. I've seen her a lot trying to use her body to block space when the Mystics are attacking. But she doesn't have the ball. She's trying to block the other team, which definitely helps the rest of their team. But unfortunately, it's probably not as much as she'd like to be doing. Though she wants to be scoring and getting rebounds, doing everything possible for the team.
And then you out for the free.
There. Did really well to keep hold of that, and actually found quite a good pass out, right from the centre out outside the 3-point line, but couldn't quite get away with it. The Mystics come away with the ball here. Marge Jones there, just trying to get a little message across to Keltos.
Yeah, you'd hope that Keltos will get more involved in this game, and she is definitely looking to. She's got a good screen going on there.
Quite a nice 3 attempted, but yeah, not quite. And here come the Suns. This is
Bradshaw driving through the middle out wide to Washington, back to Manacano, back in the middle to Washington.
I think what you're seeing now as well is as the Suns have got more and more ahead, they are more patient with the ball. And
oh, that's a beautiful free there from Bush once again.
2 threes already this quarter. They've really definitely stepped up their 3 game. Almost none in the first quarter, and they've sunk a few since then. But yeah, the Suns have definitely grown in confidence in this game and really doing well to hold the ball and work into nice shooting positions.
And you there, just a tiny bit.
So the Mystics
wide.
there. They are the Manchester Metropolitan Mystics, but they are not actually a university team. They're just partnered with.
Yeah. Whereas the Suns are not.
No, you're right. They're not tied to MMU at all.
No, they're not.
That's the Suns got a free throw here. I think. Oh no. What am I talking about? It must be the
It's
Mystics.
a substitution there for the Mystics.
Sanchez Simnecki with a nice pass out to Sam Keltos. Oh, can't quite get it.
Just unfortunate there, and Bradshaw just loses out. She's not too happy with that challenge. But she does draw the foul. She can restart play here.
Yeah, it's been so key to the team, and she's so far, Bradshaw. Probably say so far she's quite in for woman of the match.
Yeah, I mean, she took a little rest at the end of the second quarter, and then she's come out now with just full of energy and ready to fight again.
Well, it's what the Suns can afford right now, can't they? They can keep their fitness levels as high as possible, keep the subs running in and off, and just try and keep Mystics at a good arm's length right now. You know, 15 points ahead, they're in very strong position, and I'm sure they'll be trying to keep at least that lead, if not getting it higher and higher. In the way they're playing right now, you could easily imagine it. They've done, especially this third quarter, they feel like they're getting better and better in the game, and they've come out of this quarter and put 8 points away so quickly.
Yeah, they've already got a 15-point deficit over the Mystics right now. And if they carry it on, they could make it 20, they could make it 25, because the Mystics just aren't showing any signs of fighting back right now. All they're doing is just blocking.
Yeah, they've had a few shots this quarter, the Mystics, but none quite as good as you need it to be, unfortunately. Washington did really well there. It's charged through. Doesn't quite get the two, but she gets the free throw, I think.
She gets 2 free throws, so see if she can convert them both and make it a 17-point deficit and reach 50 points in this game so far. We're only halfway through the third quarter.
Not even that. Not quite in the first one.
Just a bit confused by that when she took that shot on. She just looked a bit confused as to how it didn't go in. She doesn't get either of them, unfortunately. It's just a bit of an unlucky try.
Mystics on the return though. They try and get something back in this quarter. Oh, really well there, Adiogun, trying to do so much, and she kind of did get the two.
Yeah, really quick feet there. She got the two and
the free throw. Nice. That is definitely what the Mystics need right now.
They really do need to convert this foul into a point for them, because it will get them only 12 points behind, which really isn't too hard, because you can definitely tell Cernecki, her 3-point range is just getting bigger and bigger, and even though she's on the bench right now, she can come on at any time and change the game. And Keltos is definitely waiting to make her appearance in this game, because recently she's only been taking on the roles that she needs to do. I think she needs to do a bit more to bring Mystics up to where they actually deserve to be, which is more into this game and more on level with the Suns.
Yeah, I think as clinical as the Mystics were in the first quarter, it's kind of how the Suns have been the next two, haven't they? Well, the completed second quarter and into this third quarter, they've just been much more clinical with their shots. Kel was there just having a word with McDermott. Just been a timeout called there.
Yeah, decided to take a timeout just before the free throws. Hopefully it'll calm the nerves, and maybe it'll help the Suns decide what to do after the free throw's taken, whether she misses or not.
Does she try and go for the big, bounce it back off the backboard and go for the two?
I mean, I think with the height difference that they've got going on now, the Suns don't have Hodges on the court, and Mystics do have Keltos.
Koppel is still on though as well for the Suns, isn't she?
Yeah.
She's got quite a bit of height as well, so she's definitely going to be able to battle Keltos for any high ball.
Yeah, we'll have to see, but Keltos does seem quite impressive.
breaking this because of the scorers or scoreboard has lost its power. So actually it wasn't timeout, so I think this is technical issues that have slowed this game down. You can just see the ref there kind of gesturing towards the table. Something's not gone right down there. So there may just be a little pause in the game.
We'll let you know if we get any more information on our side.
Who do you think this little pause benefits the most though on the court? Do you think the Mystics need that time to calm their heads and get back into the game, like get mentally back into the game, or do you think the Suns just taking the rest in their legs and being able to get back out and dominate again?
I think you've got to say it's the Suns, right? Because the Suns they've been taking control, they've been kind of calm and easy mannered, and until Adiogun did that great attack there where she managed to dribble through so many players and wiggle through and get the 2 and draw the foul, it's been the Suns game completely. And when you draw the foul and you go to take a free throw, you really want to take it as soon as possible. You don't want to take a wait and then come back to it. So if she does hit the free throw, then it will all be fine, but I can imagine that if she does miss, then the Suns can just counter attack and they can be enjoying themselves. You can see on the camera now they're smiling, they're laughing.
Yeah, Renee Bush there just keeping herself warm. First of all with some star jumps, then almost like a ballet plie there for a second.
Yeah. Yeah, they're definitely enjoying themselves there, if you can see on the camera, and MMU trying to keep themselves warm as well. But
Man met Mystics.
Yeah.
Apologies, we are
Apologies
normally the MMU commentators, and good old habits die hard, don't they, Benji? Marge Jones there just trying to get a bit of a message into her team. Try and reaffirm themselves in this game, get back into it. I mean, there is still a quarter and half a quarter to go, so it's not out of the realms of possibility the Mystics can get back into this and even get ahead. You know, as you said, a few 3 throws and 3-pointers, and you're there.
Yeah, I mean the Mystics do look slightly calm. They do have smiles on their faces and they're enjoying themselves. But
I think they're just trying to maybe stay warm there a little bit. Don't let the muscles
yeah.
Don't let them, stiffen up at all. But yeah, still technical difficulties. I don't know if we've got an update at all. Yeah, so just the problem with scorers' technical stuff. Unfortunately, they don't quite have as good technical leaders like Sam, like we do.
Yeah, we're hearing it's technical difficulties with the scoreboard, and you can't really play basketball without the score, can you?
No, definitely not. I wouldn't rely on our score taken. I mean, you've done quite well, but I'm a little bit behind.
Yeah, well, whilst we're in this break, we can run down how many points each player has. So, on the Suns, Bush is actually right now on a massive 14 points coming into the third quarter. That's the most that they have on the Suns, and she's definitely been in control when she has the ball. You can tell when she's going to either fake a free or go for a free. You're aware of the danger, and you know that she's going to try it. And not to take away anything from her, but all the other players that have scored points have scored at least 5. You got Bradshaw on 8, Koppel on 6, Monacana on 7, Hodges on 6, Washington on 5. All of the players, it seems to be like quite an equal game, but Bush is definitely the most focal point of this Suns team right now.
Yeah, it's interesting because on the stats, it's Monacana for the Suns that averages the most points for them. She averages 18 points a game, which is 7th best in the league. So I was kind of expecting her to be really up there in the scorers, and it's kind of similar with the Mystics. I thought Sam Keltos, obviously as kind of the main focal point of their team, would be the one leading the scoreline, but actually I think Shalene Sanchez-Sanicki and Isabel Robinson, I think, are both tied up on 8, although admittedly I've lost 2 points in there somewhere. So one of them could be leading on 10. But Leah McDermott as well is doing really well. She's on 7. Yeah, Keltos, as I said, on 6. Adiogun is on 4 and maybe looking to get her 5th with this free throw when we actually get back into the game. See the refs just having some talk with the technical team down there.
Yeah, they don't seem the happiest about this break, but when you have situations like this, you can't really help it.
Yeah, no, this is definitely not the most fun for them. But that's how it goes, unfortunately. Technical issues, 2023. It's going to be strange now when the game goes back underway with this such a long break. As it's funny, obviously Marge Jones, you can see there's still trying to get a message into her team, but I mean the Suns are basically just chilling out now. It's not like a timeout break, is it? They're uncertain of when they're even going back, and everything's going well for them at the moment, so they don't have any problems.
Yeah, you've even got players still keeping warm by shooting threes and just having to try and shoot hoops whilst they're waiting, because that's all they can do.
Renee Bush is over there just going for a few shots, keeping us going.
The referees are happy with what's happened. I believe I did see them just unplug it and plug it back in.
El Clasico of the Vixen Tech world.
Yeah, I mean, that should be the first thing you always do with technical difficulties, but I guess it didn't come to their mind.
Yeah, you see Sandcastles there doing some star jumps. A lot of them just trying to keep limber. You know, with such a constant end-to-end game like basketball as well. You know, and as soon as you stop, it can be can leave you feeling so much worse than when you're still running about. But Adiogun goes for her free throw now. Sinks it as well, even with the break.
Maybe sometimes a break before a free throw is good, because you can calm yourself down, and because especially as a professional basketball player, you should never miss threes. You should never miss free throws, and she didn't.
Well, I like the jeopardy of it's, you know, it's whoever's fouled takes a shot, and as Shaquille O'Neal tell you, free throws are not even necessarily every professional basketballer's game.
What an amazing shot there from Washington!
A huge 3. So we're up to 8 in the game so far, doing very well.
I have to say, she hasn't really been too impactful in the game as much as Bush has and Bradshaw has, but doing stuff like that will definitely have a massive impact.
Yeah, putting them over 51 points, over 50 points now as well, on 51. And there goes Bradshaw just charging through. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to the Mystics' defence there. Maybe miscommunication or mismarking, but big open space that Bradshaw just goes, thank you very much, I love that. Run straight through, lovely layup. The Sun is just looking so strong right now. It's going to be so tough for the Mystics to get back into this.
Here's the Mystics though, looking to take a shot on. Decides to pass it to the middle to Keltos. She does a fade away, and then it's a nice 2-pointer there from Keltos.
Up to 8, tied up with Shalene Sanchez-Senecki and Isabel Robinson.
Here's Washington in possession. Press it out wide. Drive through the middle from Bradshaw, and it's a beautiful 2-pointer again.
Yeah, Bradshaw is just taking this game by the scruff of the neck, really. I mean, the Suns will be very happy with her performance and how much she's helped out the team. She's on 12 points now, doing very well.
Yeah, she's been very crucial to the Suns right now, and we definitely saw that in the first and second quarter, and she's still carrying it on, even halfway into the third. Here she is again in possession. Takes on the 2 and sinks it. She's not missing right now, she's on fire.
Yeah, been so difficult for the Mystics to stop. They've not really got an answer for her at the moment. They've not been winning those rebounds as well, Mystics. In the first quarter, they were getting onto those balls when their shots didn't go in, whereas now they haven't. And
Bradshaw.
There goes Bradshaw again. Set 3 twos in a row as well. Yeah,
points.
Really taking it to them. Yeah, I think the Mystics here, as I was just trying to say, they're not getting the rebound. When their shots don't go in, they're not picking it up. Whereas the Sun are really pushing them now, and they are getting every ball, or they just have, or as you've just seen from Bradshaw, just 2 easy layups and a lovely 2-pointer from distance that was not far off being a 3 in itself. Yeah. Marge Jones there trying to change the game.
Bradshaw's just running away with it. Honestly, she's gone from being the 4th most points on the Suns to the 1st in just a matter of 3 tries. She took 3 tries and she got 6 points. 3 shots, 3 points.
Don't get what you don't try.
That's true.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. But she's not missing any of her shots right now. She'll be very happy with herself, yeah.
Yeah, she's missing 0% of the shots she takes.
Putting the Suns in a really, really good position now. 19 points clear of Mystic. Almost just less than 14 minutes of game time left. And in a really strong position here.
Yeah, I think this timeout was needed, though, from the Mystics, because if they carried on the way they were going, they were just going to get a more and more deficit. And it's already up to 19 points.
Yeah, I think they're going to have to... I mean, it might be a talk from Marge Jones specifically about Bradshaw, because for both of those layups, she got 2 free. She had too much space, for this level of the game. You shouldn't be getting that much space to be able to run into and get those layups. So I'm sure she wasn't happy about that, and they've got to stop her from just continuing to do it for the rest of this game, because the way she's playing, if she keeps going, she could end up on 25 points easily.
Yeah, definitely. And the way things are going, it could be like that.
Definitely. A little bit of a foul there from Bradshaw.
She doesn't seem to think that she drew the foul, and
a little bit of a look at the back of the ref's head and a smile and a nod, but that's the ref's decision, unfortunately for her. Washington maybe trying to put off Sanchez-Senecki there.
Miss Hodges is actually back on the field, back on the court now for the Suns. She's very important for the rebounds, and that's what Mystics are struggling with the most. And bringing Hodges back onto the field isn't going to be any good news to them.
So Mystics have got the ball here. They could definitely do with scoring from this attack. Sun's just shutting it down so quickly. So hard for the Mystics to get into this at the moment.
Just seems a bit too easy for them right now, where they're just shutting down everything and they're attacking so efficiently.
Yeah, right now it's just almost defend, and then send Bradshaw or 2 runners just to fly up the court as quick as possible and see if you can get a quick counter and tire out the Mystics as much as possible, making them run up and down. There comes Bradshaw again. Pass out to Renee Bush. She's going to go for a 3. No, not quite this time.
Hodges in the middle, in the centre, like always.
Gets that too. She's been cleaning up under the bucket. Oh, very quick return though for Isabel Robinson.
It's a good counter there from Mystics. They definitely needed that to keep the deficit as to what it was, rather than increase it anymore.
Yeah, puts her up to 10 points as well, so she can be quite happy with herself there, Isabel Robinson. She's had a good game today.
She's taken on for the 3 again, and she's not missing Bradshaw with another 3.
Absolutely unstoppable right now.
She's up to 19 points. She's nearly at 20 points for the game. Bradshaw's really taken into a different league of her own right now, where all the shots she takes, she's hitting.
Losing out.
It's out wide. She
Renee
does hit
Bush
it
hits
for the
it
3
as well.
Bush hasn't had many points on the board up to now, and she's definitely waiting to do that.
I think she scored a few. I think she got a 3, didn't she, in that second quarter maybe as well?
Yeah. It has been a while since she's got some points, and when she does, she gets a 3, so you can't really complain, can you?
I mean, she on 2 more 3s today, so that puts up to about 30 so far in the season. In 10 games, it's not bad. Averaging about 3 a game. Not bad at all.
Here's Bradshaw on the attack.
Yeah, Renee Bush is actually the third most successful three-point shooter as well in the league. She's got a success rate of about 51.9%.
She's gone for the free again. She didn't hit it this time. I think that's the first shot she's missed this quarter.
Could be. Very easy could be. I think the Suns now are in such a dominant position that they're thinking we don't need to work. It's very nice there from Sam Keltos to get herself up to 10 points as well. So as I was trying to say, I think the Suns now, they're in such a strong position. They're thinking rather than tire ourselves out and put too many people right under the bucket, we can just go for these threes, keep our distance, and be ready to drop back if it doesn't go in. Knowing that they don't need to be picking up points desperately. There goes Bradshaw again, really trying to amp up her score.
I think she was looking for the foul there, but
Adiogun here travelling for Mystic.
she's taking the three.
Not quite. .40 seconds left of this third quarter. Suns really dominant now. See Washington there is just trying to hold the ball. She's not really looking for anything and goes for a late three, but nothing. I think there'd been a foul as well.
Yeah, I think it was a foul that Hodges was looking for, but she didn't get it. It went the other way, unfortunately.
Here comes Adiogun again. Desperately trying to work a position, work a pass. Keltos goes for a big three and sinks it as well.
Shot.
That was lovely.
We want to see this more from Keltos, where she's taking on shots that she'll score.
I mean, yeah, if she scored a few more threes this game, definitely wouldn't have minded it down the Mystics bench, but can't rely on that one player too much. And
Hodges again,
yeah,
so reliable when it comes to
10.
rebounds.
So that's the end of the third quarter. 45 to the Mystics, 69 to the Suns. Benji, what do you think the Mystics can do to get back into this game in this final quarter?
You'd have to say when they're most dangerous, it's when they take threes. And they've decided to just stop taking threes as frequently as they have.
Mm-hmm.
They keep trying to dribble in and charge in, and it's just not working. So if I'm the manager right now for Mystics, you've got to say to them, take on the threes, because they have the ability for it. Keltos has the ability. Seneki has the ability for it. And we saw a little glimpse of it from Adiogun, where she managed to dribble through and get through, but she hasn't done it since. Hasn't done it since.
Yeah, I think the Suns' defensive shape has just left it so difficult for the Mystics, especially now they're in such a dominant position where they know that they don't need to throw people forward on the attack quite so much. And yeah, I think it's just become a bit too difficult for the Mystics here. I don't want to rule them out. 24 points though is quite a gap to try and secure in one quarter. And the way the Suns are playing as well, I'd be extremely surprised, if Bradshaw and Hodges, maybe Renee Bush, don't get themselves on the scoreboard again in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, even Bradshaw, she's come into a league of her own in this last third quarter, where she's taken on, I think she's managed to probably get 10 points in the last quarter, and that's what she needs to do even more to put the game to bed. It's already getting away from the Mystics, but I think they need a few more points to fully put this game away and secure them.
I mean, they can aim to win the quarter. There's always little wins in sport, and you have to have things that you can take away and learn from. But yeah, this is going to be tough for Mystics to try and register their first win of the season here now.
Here we go. We're into the fourth quarter, the last quarter of the game. If Mystics start off smart, they can definitely get involved, and they can definitely get back into this game if they start off with some points here.
Leah McDermott, in all fairness, took that shot then. Has had a really good game. She's on 7 or 9 points herself, I think.
Washington. His son's on the attack with Fritz. Back out to Bradshaw.
Surely not another one. Oof. Tries to run clean through number 3, Kirsty Russell there for Mystics. Sends her flying. She got up getting a little bit of a word of encouragement from Adiogun there.
She does get the free here, and she should be able to sink this. If she does this, she manages to get both, they'll be able to be 26 points clear.
And that'll put her up to, what, 21 herself as well.
She doesn't hit the first one, unfortunately, but she can still make it 70 points for the Suns.
And 20 for herself. She does. Mystics Edge on the attack, seeing if they can get back into this, get some points on the board, reduce that deficit. But Liam McDermott there, not happy. Suns here, Renee Bush just again travelling with that ball, really running it in. Wins it as well.
Yeah, they managed to draw a foul from that, which is very impressive. See if they can profit from this and make the deficit even larger and just put the game to bed at this point.
Yeah, if it wasn't already, unfortunately, for the Mystics. But they've come up against a good team today. That good team have played their way. Oof, went for a big one there as well.
Yeah, she was forced to because of the shot clock.
Gun here, just travelling with the ball. Keltos, will she go for another 3?
I feel like she has to, right? She needs to do more of those and get her team back into it, and threes are the best way to do that. Twos aren't too bad either.
As he says it, she gets the 2 that puts up to 15 points for the game, and I mean, now you've really seen her come into her own. I think I've actually done commentary on her for MMU before, and it was quite a similar situation in that game. She weirdly, even though she'd been the best player in the team, hadn't actually got that many points, and like the final quarter or the final 2 quarters managed to rack up another like 10 or 15 just out of nowhere. But unfortunately, even if she did that now, it'd be a little bit too late for the Mystics. Number 15 there is that Fritz. Trying to get that rebound. Refs having none of it. Keltos having a little word as well.
Yeah, I have watched Sam Keltos in the past as well, where she's always been the focal point of the team. She's always been part of it. I think because of her height as well and her ability to shoot threes, she's just so important to every team that she's on.
Yeah, rebounds offensively and defensively as well, a massive part of her game. And unfortunately, Sevenoaks Suns have been really good at getting onto the rebounds today at both ends as well, with the likes of Copples and others. And it's made the game really tough for her. Someone's a big one out to Bradshaw.
There's Cox with the shot for the 3.
Oof, not quite.
Just the air ball there, unfortunately.
And then she travelled up, was having a little look at the bench. Don't know if she was getting a message of advice. Oh, very nice that though from that's Leo McDermott there, number 25.
Just Bradshaw just slowing down the attack a little bit.
Yeah, I think the Suns are quite happy with the ball now. You know, it's Should be reasonably easy for them just to see this out now. I mean, I'm sure they'll be happy to register as many points as they can, but there is no major pressure on them now. It's all about the Mystics.
Yeah, Washington just receives the ball there from a wayward shot. Right into Bradshaw. Back out wide. Just doesn't hit, unfortunately. Here's Fritz with the ball. Back to Bradshaw for the free.
I mean, the form she's in, you almost just expect all of her shots to go in at the moment. It wasn't far off.
Yeah, it's more rare to see her miss than actually score a free. And here she is again. Into Fritz.
He does get the layup.
That's Fritz's 4th point of the game. She hasn't really been as involved as the other players, but she's been important as soon as she's touched the court.
Yeah, I think she's been rotated a little bit with some of the subs bench. Maybe just try and keep the fitness up for those little runs for the layups and stuff.
Just taking their time now to recuperate and try and calm the situation down and see what they can do. 23-point 23-point deficit here.
Ref's not happy. I think he's saying that Keltos there was getting too involved on the defenders. He didn't like it. So the Suns get the ball here. Bush just down there having a little chat with their coach or manager. They seem to be waiting for something again. The coach was having a little look on his phone for something. Not sure if maybe the board's gone down again or something's definitely caused a stop in play though. Yeah, again it looks like there may be technical issues. Sorry for this, guys who are watching at home. There is a pause in the play here. I'm just trying to get an update for you. I think there's an issue at the scorers table once again. I'm really not sure what the problem is, but something's going wrong down there. I think they should be old school like us, Benji, and just get a piece of paper out and a pen.
Yeah, honestly, that's what we've been doing, but
I mean, I've managed to miss some, so
don't act like you haven't missed any.
Very true.
We've seen what happened last time when there was a break like this. As soon as it happened, Bradshaw came out and scored 2 frees. So
the Suns be hoping for more of the same.
Yeah, we've restarted again though, so not as much as a break as last time.
49-72 as a score.
Bush, she's got the ball.
Bit of wrestling and grabbing going for the ball there. Addie Ogun and Kirsty Russell both just trying to get stuck in, but unfortunately fouling the Suns player in their attempts to Renee Bush.
See if she can take up both of these now.
She's known in the league for her 3-pointers and she's maybe known for her free throws as well.
There's one already converted. And there's a
2.
second, no surprise there.
This makes it up to 74 for the Suns.
She's up to 19 personal points this game.
Her and Bradshaw have really carried the scoring for their team today. I know Hodges and Monicano have got stuck in as well. Washington's had a few, but 19 and 20 for Bradshaw and Bush.
There we go. The Mystics do get 2 points back, but at this point, I think it is just consolation points. Here's Bush again, just slowing the play down, drawing players in. Washington on the attack. Out wide to Bush.
Nice throw to Bush, just keeping herself in. Just about balance there. Koppel there, charging through. Can she make something happen? Oof, not quite. You can see the difference in the mood there. You see Renee Bush and Koppel smiling, laughing away to each other, and the Mystics girl looking a little bit more downbeaten.
Yeah, honestly, you can't blame them for that, but you would hope that they'd keep high energy and high spirits despite the game, because it's not run away from them too much.
No, they've not been that bad today. A little bit unlucky with some of their shots, maybe not quite clinical enough. But it was against a very good Suns team who have been strong in the defense and clinical in the attack. Ooh.
Both players just kind of fell over each other there. No injuries though. No one seems to be hurt. So play can resume as normal.
Yeah, Kirsty Russell's really got involved in the play this final quarter. Hadn't noticed her too much throughout the rest of the game, but this quarter she's definitely getting stuck in herself. Marsh Jones there just trying to get a message across to the players. For how much this is a tough situation to be in. I'm sure she doesn't want them to give up, and I'm sure she wants them to give everything they've got, no matter the scoreline. Missed the first free throw there.
Yeah, it's Richards. She's just come onto the court, I believe, for the first time today. She gets the first point of her game. That brings the Suns up to 75 points for this game.
Adiogon there, going for a little bit risky, almost loses out, but she manages to do. She does well, holds on to the ball. There's Kirsty Russell. Oof. I think she may have just got a 3 with that one as well, but I'm not quite sure. I think she did. Yes, she did. The scoreboard confirms it.
So the Suns' highest scoring game this season is actually 122 points. So
Wow.
they're definitely not lacking in the point scoring area, which we have seen today, but that's a
Yeah,
beautiful
Keltos
shot there
lovely
from
three.
Keltos.
Gets her up to 18 as well. She is doing well. Well, that just shows the Mystics haven't had a bad day themselves if they've limited the Suns down to only 75 rather than 120. But just unfortunately can't get any wins at the moment. It's what they need.
Bush, she takes it.
Off the rim.
Doesn't hit, unfortunately.
2 minutes, 46 seconds left of this final quarter.
The Mystics do need some spur of hope and energy here if they want to win this game, and honestly, it's not out of the realm of impossible where it's not actually going to happen, because we see what Keltos can do.
I think it's scoring. It's a nice 2 there actually from Shailene. So I was about to kind of doubt them, but I think if they manage to get 26 points in 2 minutes 25 now, I'll go out there and try and shoot a 3 because I'll be well impressed.
I'd love to see that.
You would at first, and you would very quickly regret it, I think.
Mystics
Mystics, they're getting the
do
ball back
break
and about,
away.
but it just drops to Washington. Down to Bradshaw. Over to Richards, who can't quite place that pass, unfortunately.
Yeah, Miller seemed a bit disappointed that she couldn't just pass it to her hands there, but
I don't think he's exactly going to lose in this game at this point. Just less than 2 minutes left now. Attempted, but off the rim. Bradshaw picks up the ball once again. I mean, I'd love it if we had possession stats, truly.
Yeah.
And I'd love to see how much of the ball she's had, because she has really controlled this game through large sections of it. Minute 25 left here. I think the Suns are getting the ball.
I mean, what would your game plan be here if you're one of the Suns players? Would you think just play as you are, or would you change up your style at all?
Well, I mean, I'll tell you something. I've rarely been in a team that's winning this successfully throughout my entire life. But knowing myself, I'd probably say let's just see it out and not tire ourselves out too much. Make sure we don't get any injuries. No, you don't want to. After a good game like this, you don't want to run yourself ragged and have someone like Bradshaw or, you know, Hodges or even Bush, you know, get a little muscle injury or something. That's the last thing you want after a good result, is to actually lose out a little bit for the next game. I think who was that? Hodges was that with the 2 there and ready for the free throws as well. Free throw.
Yeah, if she can manage to convert this, she'll get up to 13 points for the game, which in a normal game is quite good, but she's just been overshone by Bush and Bradshaw right this game.
Definitely. I think Bradshaw's just been unbelievable. Don't
Yeah,
like to call it too early, but I'd consider her a woman of the match.
She definitely turned it up in the last
Already.
2 quarters.
But I think even in the first 2, even when she wasn't scoring as many points, she was dictating the play so much for the Suns. She was the one bringing it up. She was on making the pass and getting back on the ball after she passed it off to someone else, you know.
Yeah, I think in the first 2 quarters she was really a team player and she played around the team. She started everything up for the team, and then in the last 2 she kind of just put herself...
Still doing that stuff, but yeah, has just started taking a few more shots and been very, very good shots as well.
Yeah, they've been hitting the net straight away every single time, straight in, so none of her teammates can really complain if she's getting the points that she's getting.
And she's got the 2nd most steals in the league, 8th most assists before this game, and receives 3rd most fouls per game as well. But weirdly, none of those stats cover her shooting, and today her shooting has just been unstoppable. Just the last 36 seconds here. Not bad attempted 2 from Shailene Sanchez-Senecki there.
Yeah, Bradshaw's just happy enough to calm it down, and
yeah, she's confident on the ball. You can see it even from where we're sitting. You can see that she's just so confident when she has that ball in her hands.
yeah, she's happy enough to run the shot clock down.
Let's reset. Ooh, Bradshaw went for a real tasty little knock out the hands and round the back layup, but the ref didn't like it.
Yeah, Bradshaw and Hodges seem to have a good relationship going where they can joke around with each other and they can laugh about it.
So Bradshaw's got the chance here to get up to 22 points for herself and maybe get Suns over that 80-point mark in the last 5-6 seconds here. Not with the first one.
She can get to 21 and make it 80 for the team though.
Yeah, very good day in the office for her.
And she does. She does.
Interesting 3-throw technique. Kind of threw it up to herself and then throws it straight away.
Yeah, everyone has their little quirks, I guess. It seems to be working around for her.
Adio gun there. Shoots a 3, does go in, but unfortunately the buzzer has gone, and I think that is it. The game has finished. Manchester Met Mystics finish on 59, and the Sevenoaks Suns finish on 80, putting them up to, I think, 7 wins and 3 losses in the league, and Mystics still looking for their first win after 10 games. I'm quite confident the game's over, but I just want to check the actual timer because our timer can classically be wrong. Yeah, the game is definitely done. These are walking off for a little fist bump with the technical table.
Good sportsmanship here shown by both of the girls teams here, and it's good to see, honestly, because after a game like this it is easy to lose your head a little bit, especially 10 losses after 10 games.
Yeah, it's been a tough run for the Mystics, and you know they've not even played a bad game, but so it's hard to suggest to them what may improve them in the future. But well done to Sevenoaks Suns, really good game from them today. So I think that is all you'll hear from us on the commentary team. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the show. I've been Ed Tucker.
I've been Benji Galab.
Thank you for watching and goodbye.